Welcome to another episode of The Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker, and I didn't check the mics. Fuck yeah. Keep going.
Luke Young.
John Holmes.
That's John Holmes. This week we have on Ron Ervin, a New York-based comedian who's in Cincinnati right now. Everyone give it the fuck up.
Yay. Thank you.
Thanks for coming out, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
How'd you find us? How the fuck?
I found you. So I live in New York. I'm based in New York, but I was born and raised here, so I know all the comedians here. And I just felt like I saw comedian after comedian posting about hopping on with you guys, and I was like, well, I'm in town. Can't hurt to shoot a message.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, now we're here.
No, we synced that shit super late. I was on our Instagram posting, and I went to our message because I think someone we frequently message had like replied or reshared a story, and I had seen there was a request, and I tapped in and I saw it, and it was sent like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, are you gone already?
Yeah, no.
We're so sorry.
I think you got to me like the day before I flew out or something like that. So yeah, now I'm here.
Where are you at traction-wise in your career, like as far as like spots that you're getting? Are you still doing open mics in New York, or do you got like shows? That
Yeah. I mean, it's a healthy mix of both. You got to go to mics to work on the new stuff. I mean, like even when I'm in town, I'll hit a couple mics here just because I'm, a comedian and a fucking loser who like thinks I have to do that constantly or I have no self-worth because it's just comedy. But yeah, no, I mean, I've only been out in New York for a year and a half. It's been really good to me, but getting into those rooms and the bigger names, that's like a fucking, grudge. But it's been going well.
What kind of money do you come from that you can afford to just live in New York being a comedian?
I don't. So I have the craziest story. I've been dirt poor like my entire
life. Bring this
life.
to the front. So this is right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sir.
Beautiful. Tremendous.
No, I've been like dirt poor my entire life. I even have this bit about it, like moving out to New York and being from Ohio, is that nobody's gonna tell you that you're white trash. Like you, something will happen. It'll click. Like you'll figure it out on your own. I got just the luckiest that I did out there. So I don't know if you guys saw, but around the beginning of this year, I went kind of viral-ish for my tiny apartment. That was an insane 2 months of my life. Like if you Google Ron Ervin, just my name, tiny apartment, you'll see everything. The New York Ervin. There we go. But yeah, that's me. Like the Ervin.
Ervin. Ervin.
Yeah,
okay. I had the I and the E backwards.
The fucking I made a TikTok and it just like boom, like
you made it to the fucking New York Post, my
the
guy.
New York Post came to my apartment to take pictures and do an interview, and I was on the front page of the New York Post Sunday edition that week.
Dude, that rules.
That was insane.
Also, you better be
rules.
hilarious because you're on the shooting gallery for every comedian. They're
Right.
Like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Fucking just tearing you apart everywhere.
No, but these guys, and it turns out, so the photographer they brought over, his buddy used to live in that apartment.
Luke, Golden Voice Young, please.
Size matters. In this battle of Big Apple's tiniest pads, a comedian living in West Harlem says that his Wii-sized space beats an apartment that went viral on TikTok for being the city's smallest.
Let's stop you right there. Hold on. I want to see the video.
So this will be a guy named Axel Weber.
Can we play this without getting shut down?
Oh, yeah, you should be fine. So this guy went crazy mega viral on TikTok for being like, I have the smallest apartment in New York. And I was like, you have a queen bed in your apartment, so you have a challenge.
Smallest apartment.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Wherever your expectations are, lower them. As soon as you walk in the door, we have the sink.
That sucks.
Right next to the sink is conveniently located the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fucking... it's a little... Like, everybody knows that New York has the small apartments. That's like been a fucking...
Right.
A Seinfeld, what's the deal with tiny apartments in New York?
My bathroom was in the hallway.
All right, keep going, Luke. Keep going.
When I bring guests over, we pretty much just hang out in the backyard, said Ron Ervin. We come inside for a minute to look at my tiny apartment, say, oh, that's funny, and then we head back outside. Ervin gave the Post a very brief tour Saturday, no shit, to take aim at A.J. Weber, a model and an aspiring actor who claimed in December on TikTok that his East Village apartment was the least spacious in the city.
All right, let's get to the fucking pictures.
Yeah, so these are some of the pictures that they took with me.
I love that every time you scroll up, fucking New York Post website has to fucking put their shitty fucking stupid banner over the
Yeah.
top.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It is a hallway because from the other picture at the beginning of the article, it shows that clothing rack and the sink and stove, and then you by the door. So it just past that is your bed, window, wall.
Right.
I love that
That's
you
it.
got the Cincinnati Bengals hat on.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
absolutely. I wore that because I wore the hat in the video. So I was like, all right, if we're going to do this.
What do you
let's
pay
go.
for this? $1,500 a
So
month?
this was I no longer live there. I got a new cool apartment out of all this, but that was $950 a month, everything included, including internet.
That's.
Oh wow.
I mean, I don't know. There's people that live way worse than that in fucking Tokyo and shit.
It's not the worst. And again, like Harlem is an amazing Harlem is the best neighborhood in New York. I will stand by that. And you're in Manhattan. It's super convenient. There's a subway,
That's what I was
tons of
gonna
amenities.
say. And you're not living in New York to fucking have a nice apartment. You're living in New York to have all the things that
Right.
New York has to
And-
offer, right?
And you're unicycling.
Yes, that's a spare.
You hipster fuck. You
No,
have to
no,
leave the
no.
podcast now.
Yes.
You have a fucking unicycle,
no,
you
no, no.
piece of
That's
shit.
a spare tire for my bike.
For my other
okay.
unicycle.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. I saw
Yeah.
I think it's a microphone
Yeah,
just
that's my-
above it, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
no. That's a spare tire for my bike, which was out in the hallway.
This is where I create viral unicycle content.
yeah.
Oh, wait, you have a unicycle. Do you think your girlfriend's not cheating on you?
Yeah.
I have the world's tiniest unicycle and the world's tiniest
fucking
apartment
mic
with
even
the
on?
world's tiniest penis.
Yeah.
What?
Is my mic even on?
Yeah, your mic is absolutely
yeah.
on. Keep
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're
I don't
good.
hear myself
talking
at
in.
all.
I'll turn you up a little
There
bit.
you go.
All right, sorry.
you're there.
I can barely hear myself at all. There
You're
you go.
you're up louder now.
There you go.
Those headphones are a little. We got new headphones. You got to bump those a little bit. So
They're
do you want a
turned
little
all
bit?
the way up.
I mean, you want some juice on that side of
Ooh,
it
on
though,
this.
because that's the master balls.
Well, I get that. I'm just saying this is how I usually have them. And
Oh, those are your same ones as always.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sorry, my
That's
fault.
fine. That's all good.
Keep going. So
but-
tiniest dick and the tiniest
Right,
apartment
tiniest dick, tiniest apartment, New York City.
until I moved to New York City.
Right, yeah.
then he'll have the bumpiest.
Then they got the real competition coming in.
Yeah.
So that happened. So because of that, I mean, I was on the front page of the New York Post. Business Insider did 2 articles with me because the first one they did was their most viewed of the month. It had 8.5 million views. So they did another one with me. And then from there, it was basically every website copied it. And, for their Google News, Yahoo News, front page of Reddit, all this shit.
I love that they got 5 pictures in here, even though there's only one real picture. Like, that's 5 pictures of like just slowly. Now take 2 steps forward, take another picture.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But yeah, I was supposed to go on the Rachel Ray show. Like they called me.
Shit.
They were going to do a segment where they came in and redid my apartment. And I was gung ho. I was like, yeah, that's great. Whatever. Let's do it. And the reason that didn't happen is because of all this. Somebody reached out to me with basically, hey, my mom owns this unit. It's on the Upper West Side. Been empty for a while. She just wants to fill it. Would you want to come check it out? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I went. It was great. It's an amazing little studio right there, right across from Central Park. And I'm not going to say what I'm paying for it, but I will say it is less than I paid for that.
Why are you not saying what
Hell
you,
yeah.
Why are you scared to say what you're paying?
I don't. There's not everybody needs to know everything.
Yeah.
You know what
Plus,
I mean?
you got the hookup.
Yeah. Let's just say this.
What kind of dick are you laying down to this landlord, my guy?
Let's just say 2 things. 1, rent control is awesome, and 2, I just hit the New York housing jackpot lottery.
Yeah.
I just literally the dumbest luck in the world. But
his bed's actually the mom from Gilbert Grape.
yeah.
Just literally can't move from the couch. She's embedded in it.
Yeah.
The apartment's great if you can get over the goofball just screaming at you the entire time.
You lift up the fucking couch fucking cushion. It's just brain matter.
Yeah.
It's just fucking grown into it now.
Yeah.
He's like, before I go to bed at night, I got to scrub between the folds and then lay down.
No, that's how they knock
I
off
want
the
to get
utilities.
tetanus.
But no, because I got a great new apartment out of that. I now have representation out in New York. I have an agent out there.
Oh, nice.
And I just filmed my first stand-up special here in town in Cincinnati. I flew in to do it. We did that this past April 1st.
And you filmed it over an artifact?
We filmed it over at Urban Artifact, just right down the road from here.
Yep.
No, great plot. I love those people. Love that spot.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome news.
How did it go for you? Do you feel like you crushed it?
It was amazing. Both the shows were packed. I just got the first rough cut of it, so I don't know when it comes out.
How do you plan? Do you have any idea on how do you want to release it?
So they have it in. The production company has it in with the various streaming services. It's the same company that did Blake Hammond's.
Okay.
If you know it. So
Yeah.
they have it in with who they have it in. It'll be on
What is it, 4x3 or whatever?
4x3 Productions.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They're great. But yeah, it'll be on one of the streaming services. I can say
Cool.
that. So
Amazon probably. That's
Yeah,
where all those
Prime.
small ones
or
are.
Tubi. Yo, Tubi rules.
Shout out
to
Mike
Tubi.
and Molly, fucking Lee Kimbrell's specialists over there. Go and check that out if you get a chance.
Dude, Tubi,
Not the TV show. Though.
No,
Don't
not
watch
the
Not
TV
the
show.
TV
But
show.
you know
Don't
what?
watch
You can go watch that too. Because why not? Tubi might have it. Tubi rules. They're not even paying me yet, and this is an ad for Tubi. They rock.
They're not paying us though, so I'm cutting this out. Fuck Tubi.
Yeah.
I want a little
No,
bit
Tubi
of
rules. It's free.
I want a little scratchola before I decide whether or not they
We
rule.
plug everybody under the sun that doesn't pay us.
They're
dick.
Yeah,
our
yeah.
friends. This is a company with lots of money that could
Yeah.
be putting it in our pocket.
Yeah.
Understand the difference, you freckled fuck.
Yeah. Tubi rules. Are you guys like hip to it though? It is the
Yeah.
most underrated. There's so much garbage, but it's fun garbage.
Yeah.
Like, and then they also have like legitimately really impressive catalog.
That's all I've
Shit,
ever
like,
heard. I've not been on Tubi.
I
It's
watched
great.
a bunch of Viva La Bam on Tubi.
That's awesome.
But it
see?
had Spanish
Is
subtitles.
that where it is
Yes,
now?
yes.
It had Spanish subtitles.
Yes.
But it was
That
It was
rules.
free, and
That
there was
rules.
barely any ads on it. So
Yeah.
I was like, it's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
it could be a lot cooler if they gave us some money. So Tubi, you decide. You want
Yeah.
these 170 listeners on YouTube
Right.
weekly?
That's
you
right.
fucking you hit us up, dude.
Yeah.
Give us.
But when we email, just know it's a lot more than that.
yeah, I want $300 per listener.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your time worth?
Yeah.
Tubi.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah.
What's the wildest fucking thing that's happened since you've been in New York?
I haven't had much. You know, I'll be on maybe the shooting on the subway, but I wasn't there for that.
I
just
thought
haven't-
Dang.
maybe when I
Missed
killed those
out.
17 people, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. No, when that happened, I had like so many text messages waking up, like, "Are you okay? Do you live in Brooklyn?" And I was like, "No, I live in Manhattan, where nobody has ever died." Ever,
Well, dog, not
nothing
in the
bad."
news. Not like, oh, in the 3-county radius that I live in.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's what's happened to you that's crazy.
Man, other than the crazy small apartment shit, I don't know. Maybe the fact that I'm trying to think of something crazy that's like happened on public transportation. I've been lucky to avoid that shit. There was a guy the other day who just got on the train and started screaming, "Billy Joel, Elton John, Bruce Springsteen, they're all homosexuals."
Well,
They might be.
you can't be mad at a man for just being right.
Right? No, and I was like, you know what?
Just on the bus,
He's not.
screaming facts.
Yeah. He's not. He's right. He's right about one of them.
Yeah.
What does he know about the rest of them that we don't?
I mean,
He
maybe
might
he sucked
have-
them all off.
I
You
was
don't know.
gonna say he might have had some affairs.
Yeah.
And he's mad about it because they all curved him.
Yeah.
He was like, I've had the pleasure of sucking so many of the most talented dicks this world has ever seen.
Yeah.
Or at least perceives to be.
You know, I had a great.
And they denied me.
I had
Or
a-
he just met 3 dudes who said that was their.
Like, yeah, I'm Billy Joel. Suck this dick.
Yeah, my name's Bruce Springsteen. Yes, you met me, the Bruce Springsteen, on the west side of Central Park at 12:40 a.m. on a
Yeah, I'm
Tuesday.
the dude.
Yeah.
Suck my.
I had a great
Boss.
moment last night though.
I know that's the real name,
Yeah.
but I'm like fucking off-brand.
I was
schmuck.
walking around downtown Cincinnati last night, and there was some dude on the street who just kept screaming, "I have a car! I have a car!" like to nobody as he's walking down the street. Which is that just like a thing here? Because like New York and Chicago, where I live, are such like transit and like
Yeah, that's a
walkable
thing.
big
That's something
city.
everyone does.
This guy just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that he had a car.
Well, maybe he reached that point of mad where like you don't acknowledge that there's people around you
Yeah, yeah.
anymore. You're just like I'm expressing.
Every
this,
fight I
this
had with
type
my
of
baby
rage.
mom in public, where I
Yeah.
was just yelling. I don't care. I know they're around. I know they're listening. I
Yeah.
don't give these people. I don't give a fuck about these people. Not making eye contact with them and shit. Like that.
He probably has a car, and someone that he lives with like took it for some dumb shit, and he's got to walk to wherever he has to go, and it's far as shit, and he can't take the subway, and he's like, just I have a car, and like he's walking, but like he has a car, he
Right.
shouldn't have to be doing this.
I had a great one in Queens the other day. I was hanging outside and I just hear this guy having what sounds like a very aggressive FaceTime with somebody down the street, and he's walking towards me. And as he's walking towards me and still screaming, I look down on his phone as he walks past.
It's
it.
off.
He just has the calculator app open. I was like, this dude is so mad at numbers. He was like, he had the calculator.
Was it Lloyd?
It's not adding up.
No, he had the calculator
It's
app
not as
open.
fast as my brain.
Yeah, and he was just
That's
like,
Alex, not me.
he just kept saying, "You're not gonna get my shit. You're not gonna get my shit." And he's
sounds like
staring at the
Schubert.
calculator.
He was yelling at the NSA.
yeah.
He knew they were listening. Dude.
Is that the new NWA?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I saw Tobey
It's
Maguire.
boop still with attitude. No. All right. Okay. We're moving on.
Nah.
Ah,
I saw
yeesh.
Tobey Maguire walking down the street in Manhattan the other day. There's a fun one.
Oh,
Don't you
yeah?
just
I
run
was
into? Isn't New York just like you run into fucking famous people constantly?
Less than you would think. Like, that's the thing. Like, I live on the Upper West Side, which I know a shit ton of famous people live in, and it's like, I know you're all here. I don't know where any of you are. I don't fucking see you. They live in a different New York than I live in. Like, just, yeah.
They might be doing the Pitt method, man. I had heard that Brad Pitt like does the whole face mask, like the entire skull cap face mask.
I love that New York's just a shithole that all the rich and famous people go to live and just spend the most possible money to live in the shittiest possible apartment. Like you ever watch those fucking this $100 million apartment video?
Yeah.
And it's like, this is like yeah, sure, you're in whatever a beautiful fucking
you're in Soho or like Midtown and like,
and it's like I get that that's the district, and sure, there's some cool features to this apartment, but if this were in a house, you'd be like, this is a $300,000 house,
right?
But because of where you're at and what floor of a building you're in,
and the view of the street,
it's $150 million just to go outside, and there's still needles everywhere.
You're still
Some guy taking a shit outside, and the cops won't do anything about it.
Yeah,
got a shit somewhere. Why? I don't know. As a comedian, I understand moving to New York, but just living in New York to live in New York, get the fuck out of New York. It seems like a shit fucking place to live.
They were just trapped there.
Yeah.
Generational.
Have you ever been to New York City? I feel like you would fucking hate it, Lloyd.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do
There's
that.
no way he would exist in New York without being like incarcerated shortly after.
Exactly. Can we run through this as a bit real
like
quick?
just to pretend like what Lloyd would do in like New York situations.
Exactly.
Like,
Well, I mean, there's places I haven't gone just because of like I've had friends. A friend of mine, his family owns a house right up past the main part of the strip on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Like they rent the lower part out for $1,800 a night during Mardi Gras.
Damn.
And it's just like a little 2-bedroom thing on the bottom floor.
Right.
They own the whole building, and the top floor is like huge. It's big party house. All that. I've been invited a bunch of times. I won't go. I'm
right.
There's no way I don't go to jail.
That's another. That's another place I'd imagine Lloyd couldn't survive. Mardi Gras for sure.
I've never been to New Orleans. It's high on my list.
Yeah,
I don't know if I ever want to go to that place.
Nothing about it seems. Traveling in general just doesn't sound appealing. I don't fucking like it.
Yeah.
There's no part of it.
It's humid. The people sound gross. This, the gators. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're like raccoons down there. Is what I hear. You know what I mean? They're on the roofs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called swamp moss, and they just like hand you something to eat. It's like, I don't know what the fuck.
Are you a road
Well,
comic?
you have to throw it on the roof to feed the gator so it doesn't kill you.
That's not for you. That's for the gator.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a road dog in the sense that you're traveling around a lot?
I mean, I do a decent amount on the road. It mostly is, honestly, how I kind of have it worked out is I go to New York and I bust my ass there for 3 weeks out of the month, and then I come back here.
Yeah.
And kind of like, because I want to be here and I want to stay connected to like the comics and just the community in general. But yeah, no, I do like I try to do a lot on in the Midwest in general. I have something. I mean, this is coming up next weekend. So the weekend that this comes out, I'm headlining a club up near Cleveland in Massillon, Ohio, called Crackpot. So I don't know if you're listening, go to that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're listening, you want to drive 4 hours north.
Or if you live there.
Yeah, or if you're just in the area, it's something to do.
Yeah. What's the worst fucking you've ever eaten your balls on stage before?
Oh my God, the worst bomb that I've ever had might have been the time, and it wasn't even the fact that it was like a terrible bomb. It was when I was on a charity show for this little girl who had brain cancer.
They didn't like my N-word bit. I don't know what it was.
They didn't. I was like, look, this worked down at Jokes and Notes on 35th Street in Chicago. I don't know why you guys aren't liking it. No, it was for a charity show for this little girl who had brain cancer.
Was it the joke about a little girl who died of brain cancer?
Yeah.
Well,
He just got up and read cancer statistics.
Yeah.
In such a fun environment, how was there no laughter going on for your set?
Well, it was just like nobody cared that comedians were on stage. I dropped my phone. Nobody cared that comedians were on stage. And so I went up and just ate my dick to this mansion full of people. There was at least, it was like the ballroom of a mansion in like some rich suburb of Chicago, and ate my dick in front of all of these people who were sad that like their niece was dying from brain cancer. And then she did. And that's the worst part. That's what makes it the worst bomb of all time. It's like, I didn't do my fucking job.
Wait, so
Jokes
like,
were
did
so
she...
bad it killed this kid?
Yes, yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
did she die before or after?
No,
this
she
set?
died after.
Oh,
No, what if she did? She just straight
just
died
during.
Yeah, during my set.
He's just still up there like,
They
hey
got
guys,
the
come
call.
on, pay attention. I'm up here performing, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anya's gone.
Yeah, I'm
and
just
you're
like-
just like, well, you know, fucking.
I'm just like,
Can you
this-
guys pipe
My
down?
apartment is small in New York, so.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is bothering the piss out of me. Not bothering me, but is that a divine tattoo?
This is a divine tattoo.
Okay,
yeah,
I was hoping that I nailed that because
Oh,
I kept looking at it and I was like, "Why'd you get a divine tattoo? What's up? What strikes you about divine that you love? You a big John Waters fan?"
I do love John Waters. I actually saw him live recently in New York at the City Winery out there. That was a lot of fun. I think to me, more than just being like a John Waters fan, I wanted something that represented. I think to me, it represents film in general, but also kind of like DIY art in a sense.
Who is
Like,
this guy?
John? Oh, you don't know about John Waters?
No.
Oh my God.
One of the creepiest people alive.
One of, I mean, this guy.
He's actually been in Jackass a couple times.
Yeah,
Pencil
yeah.
thin mustache. Okay, so Divine was a drag performer.
Yeah, he was in like all of his movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is from Pink Flamingos, which is probably his most famous one.
And then John Waters.
Yeah. This guy has no idea how to make a movie and has made so many movies, and they're amazing.
I'm trying to think. What's the movie
Yeah,
that
I
John
know
Waters
this
is
fucking
in?
guy.
I'm gonna have to look up. It's where he plays somebody. John Waters as an actor. I'm sorry, this will fuck with me. He was
Yeah.
great in it, but oh god damn it, what was it? Never
That's
mind.
another John Waters.
Click on his IMDb.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
I know for a fact that's against SAG regulations. You can't have two.
Keep
Well, they
talking.
fucking- he
Somebody
fell,
talk
he
while
fell
I do
through
this.
the fucking
Yeah,
grate.
that guy fell through the fucking cracks. There can't be two John Waters.
So who did you come up with in the local scene? You know, like, did you start with Blake? Were you around with
Yeah,
Lee?
I think Blake was around. They were. I mean, I started. So I have a weird trajectory with that. So I started when I turned 18. I did like a pro-am at Go Bananas.
Okay.
That was like my 18th birthday thing, and this was back in like 2008, 2009 when the scene was nowhere near like it was today.
Yeah.
Like you basically had like the pro-am at Go Bananas, and that was more or less that. I think there's one on Mondays at the Thompson House. But I mean, there was just like next to nothing. So I would get up at Go Bananas whenever I could, but then I found kind of like my saving grace with doing stand up was I was in the Rocky Horror Cast here for 8 years.
Oh, okay.
And like performing in front of that and doing things in front of that and like running bits in front of that and like hosting the show and everything. Then a lot of like mixed mics. But then I know John Holmes was around, Phil Pointer was around, Justin Atkins was around. A lot of people who I do not remember their name.
Love Phil.
Love
Phil so much.
There's somebody, maybe another.
You too, John.
Oh yeah. Did we get it?
Oh, isn't it the Big Lebowski? Because isn't there a scene in the? No, I'm stupid. Never mind. Keep going. It doesn't matter.
No. It's fine. I don't think
Truly
it's-
doesn't matter.
Yeah. But anyway, John Waters is amazing. Please go watch all of his movies. Again, guy has no idea how to make a movie. they're just amazing. But that's kind of, again, why I wanted the tattoo. It's like nothing represents more like just fucking do it and make it. Who cares? It's
There's
amazing.
a good Divine documentary that came out
Oh, yeah, I
on
Am Divine.
Netflix. That's
Yeah.
a great fucking watch because it's just like weird counterculture shit, embracing being weird when like now everybody embraces being weird and has fucking weird hair and it's okay to
Right.
like be whatever you are for real inside. But they were doing it in the time when it was just like you will get fucking shot in certain
Yeah.
places for not that you won't now, but I think it was way more prevalent that attitude back then. That you might get fucked up for like being different. That you might get fucked up for being some drag star or whatever.
Yeah.
And like a lot of those people live really dark lives because of that. Because they had to suppress
Yeah.
all that. Their families didn't accept them. They're getting hooked on drugs and doing fucking heroin and all this fucking crazy shit.
Yeah,
Like
sleep next to their beard.
it makes them super compelling characters. So I kind of get it.
Yeah, no,
What's that other tattoo? Do you have a meme tattooed on you?
No, this is Frank Ocean.
Oh, you got a Frank Ocean.
Yeah,
piece?
yeah.
All right. Okay.
I love that.
He
album.
thought it was a meme.
Yeah.
Could be a meme.
Yeah, he got Cry Kermit on his fucking arm.
I got Kermit sipping tea. Oh, hold on, let me take off my shirt. And I've just got like Success Kid all over my whole back.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh God. Good
What's
time.
the shittiest place? Who's the shittiest comedian to work with? Make them local, so it really make it local, so it fucks
It's
up all your
never
gigs.
something fun.
You
It's
know
like,
what?
who do you hate in the scene?
I'll say it right now.
That's what people want to know. Nobody wants to hear this fun shit.
You know what?
Nobody wants to hear the best time that you did good.
Yes,
and
they
fucking-
do.
I'll say it right
No,
now.
they don't.
Yes, they
I
do.
don't. Okay.
Which camera's on? Let me put right here. Billy DeVore. He fucked my wife. He fucked my dog. He fucked my dad. Fuck that guy. Hope has he ever been on this show?
He has.
Okay,
Yeah.
well now you guys know. So he's never.
fucked your dog?
He fucked my dog, and he
Hell
fucked
yeah,
my
dude.
dad.
How was
simultaneously?
Yeah,
Or-
simultaneously.
That's nice.
Yeah, he
Did
fucked my dad with the dog.
Did he fuck your dad good
While the
though?
dog
I
was
mean,
watching.
yeah.
All right, then what are you complaining about? You gave your dad good dick and
Yeah,
you're mad at him?
Yeah.
Was your dog happy at the end of it?
I don't know.
What's
Who
the
cares?
problems here then?
Who
I don't
cares?
understand.
Yeah.
Well, he claimed, there was his dad, it was his dog,
Right.
and someone else fucked him. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like, if
Anybody-
anyone's gonna fuck his dad
anybody's
and his
gonna-
dog, it should be him.
Yeah. That was the real problem I had.
Yeah,
Luke, could
it's
you
a
still be
dominance
friends with somebody
feature.
if somebody fucked in?
Absolutely not.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
What if I fucked in?
I'd fucking
Can we
stab
still
you to death
Can we
right
still do the
now.
podcast?
No.
How about through Skype while I'm in jail?
Through Skype.
While you're in jail for
Just
stabbing?
angry podcasting.
Yeah.
Whenever you try to shut the fuck up whenever you interject.
Yeah. Can I note one of my favorite sides of TikTok is prison TikTok? Like literally just
Oh,
prison.
people
It's
do
great.
it like posting TikToks
real
for their
good.
prison
Like
cell.
in prison.
Yeah.
It's great. That like shit keeps me
I
alive.
should find that vein.
Oh my god, they're great. They go live sometimes, and I'm just like, yes.
Oh, God, not Vice News.
Sometimes
Uh-uh.
you get to watch it long enough before the fucking riot
Yeah,
alarm
yeah.
goes
Yeah,
off,
for
and
the
they
CEO
gotta
shows up.
flush it before the fucking they get searched.
Oh shit! Look, I'm just gonna keep.
Hey,
dropping
man,
my
you got
phone
pockets
tonight.
'cause use
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
They're gonna get their fucking they're gonna get too many strikes. You're gonna see it one like live on TikTok of like someone's asshole
Yeah,
as they
yeah.
try to shove that shit up the crack.
Nah, they're.
Yes.
Hold on, let's go, dude. Let's
Yes.
go. I hope this.
See my cell. I hope y'all ain't expecting too much.
Oh, wait, is this your brother, Luke?
Yeah.
Nah. Stevie,
Hey, I swung on him and now I'm in here. I mean, I didn't even do nothing, dude.
Mr. Walk 'em down.
Cause it really ain't about nothing, but I'm gonna show y'all what's up. And this is solitary confinement. Ain't got no window.
How did you?
I just be like jacking off.
Really just
Yeah.
standing about.
Solitary confinement with the
So you
window
wanna
light
sit or you
behind
wanna
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't no windows in here, but there's a window light behind me.
Also,
It's
you
my
can like
locker,
hear
my
people talking
dismal
behind
locker.
you.
I
At
love
least
watching
got
them
some
make
coffee.
food in there and shit.
Yeah.
Like how they fucking use
My
a.
hygiene on point.
For who?
Gotta have your hygiene.
Hell yeah, dude. Got the Colgate, got the fucking speed
My
stick.
toilet.
Yes.
This is
my
where I
weight bag,
shit.
Use that
Yeah.
to work out with.
All right, bro, that's cool.
Asking me what I got on. They be like, "Hey Brandon, what you got on?"
He's
Don't
got two
worry.
phones.
Don't worry.
This is not a good one. We gotta find a better one.
That dude has 2 phones and Nike flip flops.
Yeah.
That dude hangs out in jail.
Yeah.
He didn't get incarcerated. He like slipped through the window or something.
That dude killed Epstein.
This one's called Prisoner Starts His Own TikTok Cooking Show inside of a jail cell. I already love it.
He's got this scale.
We don't need the fucking sound.
Yeah.
But the scale ain't plugged in. Hell yeah.
No, that's a heating element that
Oh,
he's got.
okay.
And so he's going to use the heating element, and he's stacking the heating element up so he can make this into a flat top, right? He's using the bottom bunk of a cell to turn it into a flat top grill so he can fucking grill up his shit on there. Yeah, dude. And then he's showing you.
No way.
Yes.
No, they run stores in jail. So, like, people will buy up. If they've got compensatory, they'll go to the thing and they'll buy it all up. And they'll front people, like,
Right.
certain shit. Like, I'll give you 2 packs of coffee if you give me. You're going to give me 3 honey buns at the end of the week and shit like that. And if they don't, they just beat the fucking shit out of them.
This dude's amazing.
Yeah.
What is he doing, though? What is he
I think
chopping
he's
up?
making coffee.
No. This is like a cake or some shit that he's making.
Yeah. He just made
Hold on.
burritos and they look fucking good.
If
This
This
is very
dude
visual,
makes-
guys. Go to the YouTube if you're just listening
This is
audio-wise and
insane.
watch the thing that we're watching right
Yeah.
now.
You
I don't even know.
what to
Are
do.
those full sticks of butter that this man? No, those are Twinkies. Yeah, he's making a cake. He's making somebody a birthday cake.
damn.
It's a multi-layer birthday cake this man's making
Damn.
for somebody.
What?
They make full burritos, wrap them up, and cut them apart. You'll see him make these monster fucking burritos like they use, like epic mealtime style burritos,
yeah.
and they cut them up into pieces and give them to people and fucking for different kinds of money. He's got little icing packets and shit, but they don't have icing, so that's just mustard. And they don't have
Shut up, dude.
and they don't have cake
Shut
batter.
up, dude.
They don't have cake batter. That's just
Shut
human
the
shit.
fuck up, dude.
That's just human
He's
shit.
throwing the honey buns on
The
top.
iced honey bun. It's even better.
Oh my
He's
god.
nailing this. I like how you got a little price sale. It's even better. I like how you got that in there.
It's even fucking better,
Hey,
yeah.
dog, it's even better, dog.
Even better.
Do you guys?
You didn't even know you did that when you said
I
it, did
did.
you?
Do you guys?
I know I did.
You got so price sale for 2 seconds.
Do you guys remember Slim Jesus?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And he was from fucking Hamilton.
Is he still doing?
My friends used to
does he
run
still
into
make
him every
music?
once in a while. No way. There's no
I've
fucking
seen him at a
possible way.
gas station.
I saw him got
once.
hit by a twisted tea on a viral video one time.
Dude, he always so like my dad's side of the family is all from like Hamilton, Fairfield.
I know.
Yeah.
We can tell. We can tell.
So he'll post like all these just videos, like Instagram videos of him at a gas station, and I'm like, I know exactly where that fucking gas station is.
Yeah.
Like that's on Hamilton Mason, whatever. Like,
I seen him at a show once.
Do we watch the Where Are They Now? No, it's 8 minutes. There's no fucking way.
No.
I don't care that much, though.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
thanks.
unless it's dead, I don't.
Unless I get to see him die.
I just
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
probably
know
not
the
watching.
circumstances
Dude,
of him dying.
I
I
miss-
don't care if he's still
I
around.
miss him so much. I think about him every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want a podcast.
He
with
turns,
Slim
he
Jesus.
turns around. He's got a big fucking Slim Jesus back.
Yeah,
I bet he-
actually, hold on.
I wouldn't be shocked if he was like, I am Slim Jesus. This is why I decided to do comedy.
I just wanted to see how y'all felt about him first before I admitted it.
Now he can't tell us.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna tell my close friend once, and he was like, I actually hate Slim Jesus specifically a lot, and you were like,
I just walk into rooms unprovoked because, like, man, fuck Slim Jesus.
yeah. Just like it's the opposite of like, man, I hate gay people. Like I'm so not gay. I'm totally straight.
I'm super not Slim
Like
Jesus.
I totally fucking hate Slim Jesus, right? Like you guys
Slim
hate
Jesus,
Slim
Tucker
Jesus
Carlson.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look like Slim Jesus, like evolved, like a Pokemon. I'm the second. Yeah.
You're
You got
mid
enough
tier.
Slim Jesus candies. You get this.
Yeah.
Fuck, who's Final Evolution? Slim
Yeah, I know.
Jesus?
Good question. Johnny Sins. Yeah.
Yeah, you do kind of look like Johnny Sins if
Oh,
you
oh,
worked out less.
Every second comment on TikTok is just
You got a
calling me
knee
Johnny
banger?
Sins. What's
You got a
that?
knee
You got a
banger?
knee
You got a
banger
fat dick?
dick?
Hold on,
No,
move
no,
your
You got
move your
third
hands.
leg?
No.
Move your hands.
No. Mine's just small.
No, he's got a fat bulge in
Yeah,
there.
mine's just small.
You got a little dick?
Yeah.
How big's your dick in inches?
I don't know. What's it like?
No, you know. How big is it?
I thought like 7.
7? That's a small dick. Fuck you to
Yeah,
death.
yeah,
I
that's-
hope you
yeah,
die
yeah,
right
yeah.
now on this podcast. But
Yeah.
small dick.
I wouldn't.
The small dick shaming
I'm
small
rocking
dick.
No,
6.
no.
I'm rocking 6, and that's a lie. It's
Hold on.
5.5.
I
But I
would-
say 6 because I like to round
Round up.
Because math class said if it's 5 and above, you can round up. So I have a 6-inch dick.
I love how
If I pull the fat down towards the base, but fuck
I
you and
mush-
your,
if I
fuck
mush
you and your
my
big
pubis-
thick. I bet it's thick too, dude. I hate
do-
you. I bet it tastes good. I hate this guy. I bet he puts watermelon fucking
That
like.
it tastes good.
Yeah, but he's got a night mask of gummy worms
Yeah.
for his dick, so it tastes like watermelon candy.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your big 7-inch dick,
Yeah.
dude. And your muscles, dude. I don't like you, dude.
I love how I'm like, I'm not going to tell you guys what my rent is. People don't need to know everything. And then I was like, yeah, my dick's like 7 inches.
Yeah.
Pictures?
Don't tell us the rent. Tell us about the dick. Get to the important shit.
Why is there only fat dick fucking dudes on this side of the room? I don't like this right now. Lloyd won't
We
say
need
what
to
he's
get
rocking.
some fucking wiener dick energy.
Of all the
over
stuff
here,
that
man.
Lloyd will admit, I can't get him to admit his dick size at all. It's impossible. You've said every guest, everyone has said their dick in inches on this podcast. Lloyd never. Lloyd,
I had a,
right
I
now,
had
how
a
big's your dick?
girlfriend
I've
come
never,
on.
I've never measured it.
You've never measured
Never
it.
once.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You know the
I'll
the
say-
guy that could tell you the exact height, weight, and fighting styles of every person as if they're a Mortal Kombat character. Fucking
Yeah, I'm
can't-
paying attention to other shit other than everyone's dick.
I
My
mean,
bad.
That wouldn't you be scared that it's gonna bite you in a jits match?
No.
You're not afraid that like do you ever carry dick treats in your pants like when you're jitsing so that like if you meet a mean dick you can feed it?
I think you've really watched the wrong videos about what jujitsu is.
If dicks could be moved like a fucking tail like that, you best believe he'd already have mastered that.
yeah. What kind of porn do you watch?
Oh, man. Shout out to the BBWs.
That's never. You never want to start with old man. Hold
Let's get
on.
into it.
Let me wipe the hard drive.
Yeah.
BBWs.
Yeah, shout out to BBWs.
Scalpels.
Yeah.
I like watching crack addicts suck dick. Have you ever seen
Indentured
those?
servitude.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? Those.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the crack whore confessions.
Oh,
yeah.
dude,
Oh,
you
yeah.
beat
I
off to
have
it too.
no. I have a.
No, you have.
You know Fetty? We
You
had
knew
him
the
on the
name.
show. We
you
had
knew the name.
we had him on the show. Check out the Fetty and Lucia episode we did during the peak COVID. He would send to the group me like constant links back to back to back. So if anyone's jerking off, it's Fetty.
Sure.
But he's sending like I've seen some on like the Pornhub like recommended line where it's not that bad. Like they don't look that bad, but the ones Fetty is sending, it
They're
looks like they
horrific.
just picked them up like in the rain outside of like some quick stop.
I always think that I'm gonna be able to jerk off to him, and never. It kills it every time.
Like
I
maybe
just
the filthiness of it'll turn me on.
close the
but,
lid
like,
of the laptop
no.
and shaking my head. Like, what have I done?
Cody's like, I'm 3 weeks away from being that guy.
I'm that guy with the camera now.
That's my next girlfriend.
We found on the movie podcast that I used to do a few years back the greatest, or my favorite porn video ever, and it's literally just titled "Juggalo Gets Pissed On and Ham Slapped." And,
All right, we'll look it
yeah,
up.
please.
We can't
show it on the
watch
stream,
that.
but
you know what? It's been a while since we've watched porn on the Bastard server.
Yeah,
We can't play it, but
Juggalo gets pissed on and hands.
We're gonna play it, but you guys
Right.
won't be able to see it. You'll
Right,
just
right,
hear
right.
the fucking weird Juggalo whoop whoop noises in the
Yeah.
background.
I heard. Yeah, they actually can't control saying that out loud.
Yeah.
Peak orgasm.
I also can't.
So this is in a porta potty.
She looks like a fucking
Yeah,
juggalo.
this is in a porta potty, very clearly at the gathering.
Of course,
This is
it is.
her apartment in New York.
yeah.
I was gonna say she looks dirty, but that's just line work from a chess piece.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't want to watch this?
Yeah, there he is.
Anything with juggalos and juggalettes, I'm already
Wow.
just like, I don't care.
Yeah. He is peeing all over
He is.
her.
I mean, he's. Oh boy.
He is going at
And you
it.
know what? It's clear that man is hydrated.
Well, he's at the juggalo. He's got to be or the
right.
juggalo. He's at the gathering. He's got to be prepared.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean?
This
Yeah.
video is just so sad.
I know.
Well, no,
oh, it gets
so
sadder.
sad.
It gets sadder.
She actually
You
needed
find out
a
it's her
shower.
dad.
This poor girl.
Listen. This is better than the shower options they have at the
Yes.
gathering.
At least piss is
You're
sterile.
better getting pissed on in the fucking porta potty than you are going into the showers at the gathering.
Honestly, this is what SNL should be doing.
He is still pissing, dude. This guy has
I
held
know,
it in
I know.
for like 2 days. This is day 3 of the gathering. He's fucking finally just had some of the hard shit wane off. He's like, I can finally go piss now.
Dude, just put it somewhere.
Somewhere.
And then
This is
he
ridiculous.
I know, I'm
fucking,
gonna keep dropping my
he
phone.
looks at himself.
I don't.
He shows it to dude. She actually does look a little dirty for real.
This might be the least sad juggalo or juggalette video I've ever seen. I don't know.
No, this is way sadder than American
I'm laughing because
Juggalo,
I know
see.
you're not kidding.
Yeah,
he put like a coffee filter on her head. Yeah, ham slapped.
He's throwing a ham on her back.
He's literally just throwing slices of deli ham
Hey,
on her ass.
how come this sounds like a story Kelly Stegman would tell me about? Like, like, I fucked this bitch in a porta potty at the gathering and
People
threw ham
gotta-
on her back. Like,
You guys don't know Kelly, but that's if you ever met him, smoke shop down in Northside, 100%. Go in there, he'll tell you all these ham slapping juggalos and piss on stories. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's the greatest. That's the highest art pornography has ever been. I think we can.
Oh,
call
my
it.
yeah,
friends-
that's peak porn. Right
My friend
there.
shows me piss porn all the time. He hit ones that he makes. He just like, I was like, is that like one of your friend's girlfriend? He's like, nah, that's just a cool chick that we know. I'm like, she looks real cool getting pissed on. He's got the littlest dick ever, and he just like pisses on women and all this crazy shit.
Who?
It's the Mike that we had on the they called him Mongoloid Mike and the
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
He's smoking crack and burning houses down in Detroit, so he's not above pissing on women. You know?
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, he hit me up the other day, and he was just like, yeah, fucking.
It all started when he set a house on fire
like
and she
the-
came running out screaming.
He was like, yeah, fucking, thank God Z was there. His dog's name is Z because I passed out. I accidentally put heroin in my crack pipe because my friend was doing heroin and I thought I was smoking crack and I just blacked out and I stopped breathing, I guess. And no one cared, but the dog woke me up. And they were like, oh, yeah, we thought you were going to die, but we didn't like want to do anything about it because, you know, we saw drugs. We were going to call and like when we were leaving, it was like, yo, who are you hanging out with, dude?
Fucking people who know how to party, Cody.
Jesus
I wonder what his
Christ.
thought process when he heard that from his friends. If he
They're
was
not his
like, you know
friends,
what,
man.
I probably would have done the same
Yeah.
thing.
He gets
or
on-
if, or if
No,
he's like these people.
this
He
guy
wasn't,
gets on
wasn't
Face-
surprised. You don't get there and still have any surprise left in you for how anyone's behaving.
He gets on Facebook videos regularly, and he's like, man, I just don't get it. Like, how people can't just take one look at me and know that I'm going to, if you let me in your house, I'm going to steal your Xbox. Like, I mean, if your keys are out, I'm taking that shit, and we're booze cruising it, bitch. And then he fucking flips his camera over, and his dog's in the front seat riding like a whole human with no seatbelt on. And then he flips it to the back seat, and he's got a stolen Xbox in the back seat. I'm like, all right, yep.
Jesus fuck.
That's why
You
we're only
real-
friends
you
on
re-
the internet. Friends on the internet.
I was gonna say,
We
like,
keep
you're
it to the
actual
internet.
like bridge people friends.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they don't really hang out with him, but
He's gonna be fucking fire barreling it up soon. You know
I
what
would
mean?
rather be
Fucking
on that.
duster
I would rather be on
by a
that guy's
fire barrel.
side than against that guy, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. You know.
Even if he's on your side, he's gonna steal from you. He's made that clear.
Send Send that
He'll
man.
steal from me last
You know
of
what I
all
mean?
the people that he's around.
You think-
so
you think
I have
the-
time to get out?
You think the person who let him into his house was on the opposition?
Oh, never let him in my house. I'm not out of my mind.
Send that man. To
I had the
Ukraine.
bad idea of letting him in here to do a podcast, and Lloyd was like, "No, absolutely not." And then as I got to know him better, I was like, "That's a very good decision."
Yeah, I would.
Lloyd.
I would second the fuck out of that. Yeah.
There's a lot of times like Cody will have an idea in the middle, like we'll be sitting around 1 o'clock in the morning.
And you're like, I gotta
drinking,
kill this
and he's
right
like, hey,
now.
I was thinking, and I'm like, nope, no.
Just go ahead
It
and
starts
nip,
with, hey, I was thinking, stop.
let me just nip this in the bud right now.
Yeah.
There's no fucking possible way this is gonna end well. Yeah.
He's like, what if I invited that dude from BP up to your...
All right.
The
this is
BP down here. Jesus Christ.
do you have any crackhead friends? Any fucking weirdos and like degenerates, like real psychos? Not like, oh, my friend's crazy, he fucking like says stupid shit. No, like real psychos.
I can tell you the tale of Wolf Larson.
Let's go.
So
Wolf Larson.
Wolf Larson. So I never personally met him. I just missed him when I moved out to Chicago. But Wolf Larson was apparently this guy who was just like a straight up crazy homeless dude who would pop into open mics.
Oh hell yeah!
And just scream for a while, like a character, right? I guess one day he showed up to an open mic and he went on stage and said, "Fuck all of you. I had a rich uncle that I never knew about out in California, and he died, and he left me millions of dollars and sucked my dick." And everybody's like, "Yeah, sure, all right, whatever, Wolf, it's fine." He wasn't lying. He had an uncle that he had no idea. He never knew, and he lived out in California. He left him millions of dollars. So he took it and he moved out to Los Angeles.
And now he's Brie Larson.
Yeah.
I had an old boss that did that, but he inherited like $1 million from an aunt that he didn't know, but he was the last of kin, and then he just uses it to sit and drink wine at a bar all day.
Nice. That's what you should use
That
it for.
is
He bought a
the
mediocre. No,
ultimate luck,
he paid off a
dude.
mediocre house in Fairfax. Fucking just like chills and just drinks wine and lives as a fat
That's
fuck. And,
so nice.
yeah, it's great.
That's the dream.
And everybody hated him for it, and I was like, well, why?
Because
Now
they're salty. Because they're salty.
Yeah.
Because they're salty as fuck.
Yeah.
Because they wish they had an aunt they didn't give a fuck about that was rich as shit and just died for they don't give a fuck reason, so they could do the exact same thing.
And then they're all
salty.
like, why does he get to do ecstasy with all these hot girls all the time? Like, because they don't have to fuck him because he's a nerd still. He doesn't know how to like seal the deal.
Right.
But it's not like he's getting pussy out of it. He just gets to have his arms around some two hot girls that are then going to find two hot dudes at a show and fuck them. He's going to be like, yeah, it's fine. It's all good. But why hate on him? Don't be salty about
They're
it.
salty.
Like,
they're
that's what
super
everybody
salty.
hopes to have
Right.
happen.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's-
root for that guy.
Every-
That guy
Dude, I
fucking-
swear to God, if I have a fucking like a rich Uncle Rufus somewhere that's just fucking balling, I hope he dies today. I hope he gets shot in the face 30 times.
I
Like,
love a grift. I love
Yeah,
a nice grift of
Yeah.
getting money for free. And
hey,
not
but
having to-
shout out Uncle Rufus. I love you. Like if you're listening to this, cut me in on the will.
Yeah,
But also get shot.
Yeah.
It's
But also,
free shit's
fuck off,
great.
but also
Fuck
go
working.
play in traffic a little bit. Why
Yeah.
not?
He hears this and goes, you know what? I think I will go get shot 30 times in the face again.
I don't know. But it's like that's the thing. People ask me like, "What's your end game? What's your goal in show business?" I'm like, my goal
is to be rich enough to fuck kids and get away with it.
Right.
Now.
Oh my God.
I was reading his mind. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was reading the room.
They call that projecting.
No. No.
They call that projecting.
No.
That
Yes.
came
No.
out real quick. He fired that off with no thought. That was from the heart felt.
He telepathically communicated to me with his Jeffrey Epstein magic. So
Yeah,
what do you want from me?
He's just trying to get to it. So, well, what I really want to do is get rich enough that you can fuck kids. That's what you want to do, right? Yeah. Just shoving it in.
I can't wait for editing so that I can just cut out me saying it so that you are right. Is so that I can get rich enough to fuck kids.
Yeah.
All right, no, for real though.
No, but the goal is to make I don't know. It's like I'm from Cincinnati. That's all I want to do is come back here. If I can make $5 million in show business, nobody will ever see me again.
You moved to New York to one day hopefully move back to your hometown. What
Yeah.
are you saying to me?
Yeah,
He
well,
wants to Barton Fink it up, dude.
yeah.
He wants to get out of town, get rich, come back and chill.
Yeah, that's the whole goal. I mean, that's the point. The point is to go out there so that I can make enough money that I don't have to live out there.
He'll make $5 million and own half of Hamilton.
Right, yeah. Seriously.
He'll just be the king of Hamilton.
No,
Yeah.
'cause Stavros did that with Come Town. They make stupid money, and Stav could go back to Baltimore, and he always talks about it. It's like Hey, you could give up everything you're doing and go buy the nicest house in Baltimore and just fucking chill
So
there.
I just watched a Whiskey Ginger episode today, and Stavros was on it, and he talked about how he actually owns a house where he just lets his brother live in it for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't charge him any rent at all.
Yeah.
But where he does
what you're
live,
supposed
where
to do.
he actually lives when he's not on the road, he has roommates.
Yeah,
So, so it's like fucking hell yeah, dude.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. And now your one good house is getting all fucked up by your brother.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. I'd never listened to Come Town before, but like listening to him, I was like, Cody would really like this episode. And then at the very end, where they do the one word exit, he goes jizzle, and I was like, oh yeah, this is Cody. Like this, this is Cody.
Yeah.
Come Town's just silly. I don't know. It's middle school humor is all that it is,
Right.
and I fucking I get it. You just call everything
I need
gay.
to check it
They just
out.
call everything gay all the time.
Everything's gay.
And Nick Mullen just riffs hard as fuck, and Stavros gets weak. That's the whole podcast. And then if Adam talks, they call him a faggot and yell at him the whole time. That's the
Right.
whole podcast.
Well,
It's-
don't talk, Adam.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It's brutal to be Adam, but it must not be brutal to get $90,000 a
Right.
month on your Patreon.
He is very funny though. Adam Freeland is like super fun. I've seen him do stand up live a few times, like out in New York. He's super funny.
Yeah.
No. He is, yeah. So you gotta he gets shit on a lot. You throw him a bone. you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
He's a good guy.
All right. How come every time that I stop talking, everybody else just gets dead silent?
Because we go to like some weird place where there's no
Yeah.
segue to the next thing. So
Yeah, I
it's
don't
just
know.
like,
But
all
I mean,
right,
I guess in relation to like me, like I moved out to move back here. I mean, it's show business. The internet has opened up a lot of doors, but at the end of the day, it's like there's a ceiling in places like Cincinnati and Chicago.
Yeah.
And like especially like in Chicago, I was like, I fucking hit. Like, there's just nothing. What else am I gonna do here? Kind of thing. And now that I've been out in New York, the opportunities that have been presented to me a year and a half in New York and like after 5 years in Chicago, there's no comparison.
Yeah.
Like it's New York, it's just a constant flood of shit happening and going on. You're not going to get any of it because that's just that like the industry, right? But I mean, God, the opportunities are like
They're there.
right? It's like nowhere else.
He's like,
So-
if I was good at this, there'd be a lot of chances for me to do shit.
But the opportunities
Yeah.
are
He's
abundant.
like, they keep
Yeah.
giving all these other people that are actually good at shit and all kinds of shit, man. So one day, they're gonna fuck up and pick me.
yeah.
Have you guys watched the new George Carlin documentary?
No.
No one's seen it. All right. I don't know why I'm bringing it up.
All right, yeah.
I feel like you knew that before.
I thought that for sure somebody had watched it here in this room and we could talk about it, but no, nothing there. Okay, great.
No.
No, I watched. I spent my time watching bullshit shows on like.
What'd you watch?
I try to get into Peaky Blinders because I hear it's so
It's good.
good.
It is
I
good.
like the cast, but I just keep like 30 minutes into, or it's not even 30-minute long episodes. I think
First
but-
2 episodes are hard to get through.
Okay, thank you.
They're
Because
hard to
I'm
get
like,
through.
dude, I'm Snoozeville.
Yeah, I
Also,
felt
there-
the same way, but I stuck with it, like as a like whatever. I'll do this in the background while I'm drawing, and it started getting to points where I just sat shit down and just started paying attention to it. But there was a period where they hadn't released a season for 2 years, I think, because of COVID or whatever, and I have completely forgotten fucking everything that's happened. And I'm like, I'm not rewatching this series to get caught back up on what's happening with Peaky Blinders. But it was a very good show that was well acted, that had great set pieces, that had great cinematography. Just pound for pound, it's a great fucking TV show.
Well, my phone has been listening to me talk to my friends about it, so YouTube has been giving me like YouTube reels to watch on this show.
Nothing better than just shit. You decide to watch a show for 30 minutes, and now it's just bogged down with shit that you couldn't
Yeah.
give a fuck about.
So I keep getting fucking like fan made clips of like an entire scene with just some like ambient music in the
Nice.
background. You know what I mean?
Kill me now.
Yeah, fuck off with your music. You're not original
Right.
with it. But the scenes are like, okay, this is really badass. This is some hard shit. Or like someone getting capped off, and it's like I'm in. Like I like this brutal stuff. Like I'm into the way they're talking to each other before they kill somebody. Like I like that fucking brutal shit. But yeah, dude, episode 1.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think I watched
snooze.
like 4 or 5 episodes, and I don't have anything where I'm like, this is wrong with it. I just didn't care.
Yeah.
The
It just
cast
never. Yeah,
is
it's-
insane.
It looks cool. It seems like everyone's doing a great job.
Yeah.
It's like the writing's cool. It just doesn't.
I know what you mean. I I like it, but I also understand why anybody would be like, fuck this show.
It's not one of those ones where I'm like, this show's fucking stupid.
It's how I felt about
just couldn't
Euphoria, but I'm on the opposite side of it, where I like fucking the Peaky Blinders. And
Did
I
you
don't
check
like
that
Euphoria.
out?
I watched a little bit of it. Still,
Because I managed to convert him.
Well,
Oh, I know. We did this on the show.
It was a team effort.
We talked about it on the show, but I mean, I don't like Euphoria, but I get why people like it. And I don't beat it up. I don't have a particular reason I don't like it. It's like basically what Lloyd said just now. I don't have.
Yeah.
I could see why people get it, why people enjoy it, why it's relevant. It's just not for me.
Okay.
But Peaky Blinders is I'm on the complete other side of that. Where
I'm
like,
still
I
gonna
love it.
shove that sock down my throat. Like I'm still gonna, like I really want. I'm waiting for Tom Hardy to show up.
It's very good when he shows up. He's like a crafty Jewish businessman that's like a mobster. And
Is there any other? No, I'm just kidding. Jokes, everybody, jokes. I love Jews.
Yeah, there's Hooven Demon versions. What do you mean? There's, you know, the ones with the horns, right? They come out at night and fucking steal your pennies. There's those two. Those two. Changeling Jews. Yeah, there's also those.
Yeah,
I don't know why Blake called me a fascist on the Just a Clip. I'm confused.
Borat reviews Peaky Blinders. Then they like the Jew eggs.
Yeah, that also weirdly sounded like a Joe Biden speech for some reason as well.
He's getting lost in his arm hairs, talking about how Jews have
Getting lost in his arm hairs. I'm trying.
I got the hooven feet part from a Ari Shaffir thing where he was doing Joe List on the podcast, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock you over there, but it's all right. You'll land back on your many hooven feet, though."
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
So I was at Chameleon last night, dude. Again, I wish I had seen your post sooner, so I could have seen your set, man. Yeah. But while I was there was a comic that we had seen together that I had only seen once before, and it was when the three of us were up there last. It's I forget his name. He's got he wears the glasses and sits down. He's got the awkward
John.
Yeah, John, but I think it's like O'Neill, maybe.
No, it's
not Josh O'Neill.
Josh O'Neill.
Okay.
But I can't remember that guy's name, but I know you're talking
very
about.
funny. He's just weird as fuck.
Floored the entire fucking room
He's
last
so
night,
fucking
dude.
funny. Hold on, let me look him up. We'll give him a plug real quick.
It was a short list compared to all the other nights I've been up at Chameleon. There was like, I don't know, like 16, maybe less people on the list. But
For
it was
open mic isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
No, it wasn't bad. But it went by pretty quick, and dude set like the tone, because like there was some killers up front up at the top. No one like the regulars we usually see or know, you know what I mean? But when he came in, I was like, oh, this is a face I remember. I'm excited for this.
Jonathan Caldwell.
Jonathan Caldwell. People, please go look. Like, add this guy.
JONUTHANKH. Mikhail. He is through and through the weirdest fucking person I've ever met.
Weird. His
love him,
style of comedy is so very unique and original. Please.
What's wrong? Your big dick hurting you?
I got
What's
a
going
cramp
on?
in my leg.
Oh, that's my big dick's making my leg fall asleep. It's resting on there. Gonna move it to my other thigh.
All the blood's pulling in.
I got
my dick.
I got to tie it to my other knee.
Keep going with John though. He's fucking great.
He is great. I mean, there were so many great comics up there, but of course, like I smoke too much weed, and my brain is developing black spots, so my memory is fucking blanking.
When Caldwell goes up, he's usually got a hoodie on with the glasses, and he sits down.
He had a long satchel. Pause. He had like a satchel across his chest.
And
he had like 3 jackets on.
He's either brilliant or a complete psychopath, and I can't nail it down. But I'm leaning towards brilliant, but I don't know. I don't know if he's just a crazy person that does open mics, but god damn, it makes me laugh so fucking hard to hear his just him throwing away like a little line. It just makes me laugh hard. As fuck.
When we talked to him to compliment him after his set like a while ago, and to talk to him, he seemed very a bit normal than he did. Yes, very aloof. But he also seems like if we were to leave the bar together, he would be like, "Y'all want to see this body I found?"
Found.
Found underneath.
I mean, I have some of the skin in my shoe right now.
Yeah, I was like, "This is kind of weird, right?"
Well, that one night he just sat there. He asked me like 4 different times, like things in my tattoos. Like, is that a turtle? Yep. Is that an eel?
But that's what
Yeah.
that's what he's doing though.
I know, but like, you can tell it was just genuinely him just being like staring at it for a second and being like, "Oh, is that what I think this is?" Yeah, man. He's like, "So that's all just ocean stuff?" Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very clear. I mean, it's
Dude, he spent like 2 minutes just stuttering, saying he was at Applebee's, he was at Arby's, he was at Wendy's, and he kept mixing the three up, stuttering over and over again, killing everybody.
I don't know what's funny about it, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what's funny about it. You couldn't repeat a joke. If you wrote it down on paper, you'd be like, this is the ramblings of a psychotic man. But when he gets up there and says it, something about his cadence and like the way that he delivers it is so good.
His comedic katana is awkward. Like,
Yeah.
that's the steel he sharpened is awkward. I don't know how you master like awkward. It's like water. You know what I mean? Like, it's there and it's abundant, but you can't grasp it. It just happens.
Not necessarily about this guy, but shout out to like complete psychopaths that just go to open mics, by the way, because that's such a great genre of people. And like, if you do comedy,
it's exhausting for the comedians that are really trying to put in time. Right. But if you're an already shitty show and just there's all psychos there, oh man, Mamma Mia, what a good show that is.
I feel like they used to be much more common around, like in the Cincinnati scene, like 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot more like you just see a random dude walk up and you're like, is he okay to be here? Like, he looks like he lives in a facility with adult in the title.
Yeah.
I've only very recently become semi-involved in that scene of people, so I don't see a lot of it, but you've for years been dealt.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories that stand out to you?
There's one where a dude came in and he kept like referencing this lady that was also sitting in the crowd, like me and blah blah blah, and he kept like putting his hand over to her. Every time she just looked at him like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And then he gets off stage and he walks over and he sits down beside her, and like 5 minutes later she's like, stop talking to me, stop trying to touch me, I don't know you. Like, he just, I guess, decided he was friends with this lady that was there who also was just like a terrible, she just did like kind of almost like church hymn singing for half of her like fucking set. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Right.
But this dude just decided they were friends, and she's like, I don't know you. Don't touch me. Like,
that's hilarious.
And like, enough that it's fucking up the rest of the open mic. Like, other people are on stage, and she's screaming at him, like, stop it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't know you.
Right.
You know, there was a guy there last night. Apparently, he's a good local comic that was in the scene for a while. He disappeared. John said this in his introduction before he brought him up. Forget his name, obviously. I think it was Adam something, maybe. I'll ask John about it after the episode. I know. I'm the fucking worst. And so
there's people, places that are good at things.
I know, right?
Stop having a boner about your hot new girlfriend and fucking.
Dude, she's so fine. But anyways.
He's got all the blood was occupied elsewhere.
She was rubbing on me. So anyways.
Mitch Hedberg. Sorry, keep going.
He kept talking in the middle of his bits about how he has autism. And I was like, man, I wish Lloyd was here. This fucking his autism would like power up his like twofold. You know, they would just be able to like detect each other like two magnetic poles.
Yeah, that's fucking like the Bengals.
You know, it's kind of funny. I just did a whole podcast with Turbo Potato, and he was like, I don't think that Lloyd is that autistic. Like, if you've never told me, I would never know he's autistic. You know, I was like,
you haven't sat in a room with him.
I was like, he spent a lot of time trying to not come across like that.
Yeah. It's been
other than him's rockings. And, this is a bit that I forgot to bring to the podcast. Hold on, it's relevant. I'm sorry to fucking derail for this. It was so funny to me because we've talked about your rocking so much. If you go to our YouTube channel, do you know how if you hover your mouse over a video, you could see a preview clip of like what's about to happen in the thing? Mm-hmm. Let me show you guys just from our. I was like, it's gonna be one of them, dude.
This is so good.
I don't know if it's everyone.
Almost everyone.
But dude,
mid rock.
I was like, how much does he actually rock, dude? I hovered my mouse over it. I was like, no fucking way. It's like everyone.
That's why
I'm sorry to laugh at you so hard about it, but
it's funny. It's why I got like this chair so I can like
yeah, you could do a little swirly
side instead of just rocking. And every time I clip on it, like or click on anything we have out, like I'm like, oh, let me help him try and find clips or whatever. I'll watch part of this for a minute. and I have to like look away when the camera cuts to me because it's always just.
Guys, we're at 57. Are we doing a Patreon? We're going late tonight. Do we have time?
I gotta feed the dog.
I don't think we have time to do a Patreon. Normally we do a Patreon. Sorry. Do you want to plug your dates real quick? And your social media?
Yeah, so if you want anything from me, go to allmylinks.com/Ron Ervin, ERVIN, everything social media, stand-up, Twitch, all that good stuff. And then, so my next coming show will be June 4th in Massillon, Ohio. I refuse to learn how to pronounce it. But I'm headlining Crackpot's Comedy Club there, 7:30 and 9:30. So check that out. Go get tickets.
Thanks for hitting us up to come and do the show. This has been a lot of fun, man.
It was super great meeting you, man.
It's good meeting you, dude. If you want to check out all of our bonus content on Patreon, it's patreon.com/thebastardsermon. $5 a month unlocks all of our bonus content, which is 1 episode a week for free, plus the free show a day early. Normally I do Huckers Fuckers. I haven't been plugging it because I haven't been doing it, but I just released, I usually only release Huckers Fuckers on Patreon, but I wanted to show a couple people or a bunch of listeners what Huckers Fuckers was, and I had a good interview with Turbo Potato 3000, aka Jonas Leth Olsen, which is our Norwegian fan. He had a lot of stuff to talk about. I didn't know if it was like going to be a throwaway episode or whatever, but dude, he's got stories for days. That kid's fucking interesting, and he told me one of the funniest fucking stories that I've ever heard in my life, and it's I actually made a clip of it. It's called "Doing Cringe Things on a Beach Made of Human Sand." Go to the fucking Bastard Sermon on YouTube. He tells a story about going to a concentration camp. I'll leave it at that. I'll just leave it right there.
It's fucking wild.
It's the wildest fucking story I've probably ever heard. He needs to like learn how to like figure out all the beats of that story and go, even if he only does comedy one time, just to tell that one story, figure out the beats.
He can Burt Kreischer his way through it.
world
Just tell the
needs to
machine.
hear
Yeah, dude, tell that story endlessly until you have something, because Jonas, that is one of the greatest stories I've ever heard. We talk about psychedelic truffles. We talk about, he didn't know, he goes to fucking Holland, right? And he was like, at the last night, I think like they've got, psychedelic mushrooms, truffles. I don't know anything about it. He was like, I asked the cashier, man, can you give me something? And they were like, yeah, take one of these a piece. It's a full 30 grams of truffles in a lunchbox. They said take one lunchbox a piece. He was like, I just trusted the guy, and he just shits his brains out and like pukes and pisses himself
He
for like
ate the
2 days
whole
straight.
lunchbox?
And he has to go through airport security the next day, and he's got snus, like the little fucking the pouches, and they find it on him, and they think it's cocaine. So if you want to hear how that story turns out, go and check out Huckers Fuckers number 5, live from Norway with Turbo Potato 3000. That kid was a fucking treat to talk to. Normally, I'm going to do that more frequently with more people, and I'll be releasing that on Patreon. We do our movie review podcast, Bastard LLC. There will be one as a taster for the free people that we're going to be putting out soon. Gina Carano and Donald Cerrone, fucking Cowboy Cerrone himself.
Terror on the Prairie.
We were gonna do it tonight.
They pushed the release date back
until June 9th. So Blake Hammond will be there for that. We're going to do a Bastard LLC, and I'm going to put that up for free so that you guys can get a taste of what we do on the Patreon. And I promise you, it's fucking quality shit. All the stuff that we have backlog that costs money on the Patreon, it's all fucking there. Go and check it out. Go ahead with the plugs. I just wanted to plug those couple things so people knew what we had coming out right now.
Again, is there anything else you want to plug on your shows?
No, I just think that should be good.
All right, man. So we are sponsored by Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. If you guys want to stock up on all your smoking essential needs, you should head on over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop because they've got the best equipment for the cheapest of prices. They've got water pipes, they've got Kratom, they've Delta 8, 9, and 10 nugs, and carts. They have it all. They've got pre-roll cones. I know I'm a big fan of those. And clipper lighters. I love those as well. And you can get all of that for a great reasonable price at Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop on top of a discount. And you can find them at one of 2 locations at 937 Monmouth Street, Newport, Kentucky, 41071. And the other one is at 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45249. Again, let them know you're a bastard at the cashier when you are checking out for a 15% discount off your order.
Also check out banginsnacks.net. They're an awesome company that's sponsoring us. They bring in snacks from all over the world, very, very reasonable prices. Stuff like chicken tikka masala chips. We just had, you guys were just eating what, lime?
Grilled barbecue chips. They've got squid, grilled squid chips.
Baked squid. The baked pork ones were delicious. There's a million things on their drinks.
Plethora
candy,
of delicious
all
shit.
kinds of stuff. Almost everything I've gotten from them has been awesome.
The Korean barbecue is so good. It tastes like pot roast.
It's fucking powerful food.
There's a lot of stuff on there that like I'm bummed they don't sell here. And
Yeah.
when I've looked up like comparable prices, just so that I didn't feel like an idiot if I'm like, oh, that's a good price for that. They really are. They're way better than most places.
$2 to $3 more from most of your suppliers that you're going to get it from locally,
yeah.
like a Jungle
So-
Gems or an Asian market.
And that's if Jungle Gyms even has it.
Dude,
Yeah,
they've
I mean,
got
they have
great
stuff
shit.
I've never seen anywhere.
We've done the snack reviews and we've been nothing but honest. There's one that if you watch the Chris Seamer episode, we do
Steve
20
Worth
minutes on
just
it.
bought himself a package.
There's another snack review of it on our YouTube. I mean, they don't ask us to do that. We just do it because we're fat fucks and we like eating delicious food. But genuinely, we tell you what's good and what's bad. And as far as like bad stuff, there's 3 things out of a box of 20 that's bad. And that's from our own personal taste. You might try it and fucking love it.
Yeah.
But they've got some good ass shit. Go and check
Yeah.
them out for sure.
And again, that's banginsnacks.net. And if you put in the promo code BASTARD or BASTARDS, you can save 15% off your order.
That's
Hell yeah. Lloyd's got another podcast. Alex Schubert and him run Fuck You, We Like The Bengals. It's a Bengals style podcast where they're talking about everything Bengals related. The season's starting soon, so get in on it. They're talking about preseason stuff. They're talking about the draft. They might have some surprise guests on. You won't know unless you check it out. So go and follow that shit. Is there any local people that we want to plug? Anything that we want to shout out before we end this fucking thing?
I know Empire Citizens has a show soon. I think he just had one, and I think he's got another one coming up. We said Mike and Molly on Tubi.
Just look for anybody that's been on
And
the
be
show.
on the lookout for Irvin's special when that drops.
For my special, whenever and wherever it comes out.
Follow him so you know when it drops.
It'll be on one of the streaming services. Also, real quick, I want to note how amazing I think it is that you're sponsored by like a local smoke shop. That's
Of course.
awesome. That rules.
Hell yeah, man.
And I'm so sorry, Pat. Fucking
Mountain Cult.
Dark Mountain Cult, former host of the Bastard Sermon, the one that Lloyd replaced. Patrick Seda runs Dark Mountain
Lloyd.
Cult on Instagram, and if you go to his Etsy, he's selling mood mats, he's selling prints, he's selling all kinds of cool
Selling
shit.
his body.
His art fucking rules. Go and check him out for sure. And if you guys are listening on YouTube and you feel like we earned it, if you like this episode, give us a like and a subscribe. It actually helps us out. It helps us beat the algorithm. Hit the notification bell because that allows you to keep up to date with it. We're a small podcast and we're trying to get a little traction, so if you like what we do, fucking click those things. It helps us, and then you'll get more content that we're doing. I'm trying to put out clips regularly, and we're always trying to release something on the Patreon that's fun for you guys to listen to.
And also, don't forget we have shirts for sale, $20 a piece.
Hit us up.
Eamon Hill Design, they're great. So far, everyone that's got them has been happy with them. So
Just dropped one off to Mariah Kinsey, fucking Nick Lavin's girlfriend. She loves it. Everybody that's got one enjoys it. I'm wearing one right now. Luke's wearing one right now. It's got the Bastard Sermon new logo on the breast pocket and then the Eamon Hill drawing on the back with the new logo. It's fucking awesome. $20. They fit comfortably. I've washed and fucking dried this thing probably 10 times at this point. No shrinkage, no issues with
I'm
the design
cute as
falling
hell,
off.
and this T-shirt made me like way cuter.
got him a whole new girlfriend.
Yeah,
It did
dude.
a whole new one, like brand new, like no older used ones.
$20. Hit us up anywhere that you can find us. We'll make sure that you get one. If you're, we gotta get a Jonas one, but I don't know what Norwegian shipping's gonna cost. Probably an arm and a leg. He's ready to pay it though.
Yeah, but his name is Jonas.
If you guys are out of country, I don't know. If you're willing to pay crazy
to.
shipping costs, I'll get it to you. But I don't know, man. Local people, fucking let me know, and we'll get you a shirt. That's a podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, Ron.
Peace.
Bye bye.